So in most cases, my videos are in regards of housing, real estate. That is our niche. That is where we play. That is where we invest. That is where we help others invest. But all in all, we like to consider ourselves well-rounded when it comes to our investments. And I strongly believe that your money does need to be invested, or else you are going to continue to lose to inflation. The hard truth is that, unfortunately, if your money is not invested, you are losing value, right? I mean, let's take a step back and let's look at what it costs to buy a gallon of milk, right? Let's take a look at housing. Let's take a look at, I mean, gas prices. Though they have came down, essentially the cost of living has continued to increase throughout time. It's a hard pill to swallow, but unfortunately, the cost of gallon, no matter who is in office, is not going back to what it originally was. Right, the cost of groceries is not going back to what it originally was. It's just not. Now, may it reduce a tad bit, sure, but there's just so much more money in circulation now since 2019. I believe if I recall reading correctly, there has been 40% of cash printed since 2019. That is a lot of money in the circulation of United States. And that that's just, it just is what it is. We will unfortunately never return back to what home prices were, what it cost to buy a gallon of milk or steak or chicken, whatever the case may be. Now, with all that being said, it is important to invest your money, but it is also important to have some reserves, to have cash. Now, I'm not saying in a checking account. Of course, you want to make sure that it's at least, while we're actually earning interest on our savings, to have our money invested in a high yield savings account. And the reason why I do think you do need some cash, some liquid, some reserves in there is because it allows you to think clearly. You are able to essentially be creative. You are able to sleep good at night, if you will. You are able to focus on your work. You're not concerned about how are you going to get your next bill paid, right? So I do think having savings is important. You do want to have savings. You do want to have some cash on the sideline in case an opportunity presents itself in business, an investment opportunity. You want to take advantage of say a downfall, right? When, hey, earlier this year, right, we saw stocks take a big dip and now they surge right back up, right? Or late last year, shall I say. So my point is, you need cash in order to capitalize when investment opportunities presents itself, but also most importantly for rainy days, because rainy days are inevitable. So I do think that you do need cash. You don't want to have all your money in cash. You do need to invest. And when I say invest, housing, real estate, stocks, right? And when I'm talking about stocks, you can invest in particular stocks if you feel confident about certain companies. But if you are someone that, like most Americans, are busy, are just too busy to continue to read articles and try to figure out how to navigate patterns and reading about a company's earnings, and it can be very demanding. I understand that. And if that's the case, well, hey, invest into a mutual fund, right? Invest into safe mutual funds where you can get a safe return and you don't have to worry about it going down, right? It could eventually go down, but if you continue to dollar cost average and invest monthly, you treat it like a bill, you put your head down and you continue to do this for 20 years, I promise you, later down that road, when that time comes, you will be very, very happy. Now, it's also important to note that everyone's investment strategy is different, right? You have to run your own race, right? Someone who is closer to retirement is going to take less risks. They may have their money tied to bonds. They may have more cash in hand. And I understand everyone's race is different. You have others that are investing more capital, that have more capital to invest, which is perfectly fine, right? Timelines are important. If you are in your early 20s, you can take more risks, right? When you start approaching 40s, 50s, right? You may start actually making more safer investments if you will. So my point is, run your own race. It is important to continue to invest, but it is important to have cash in hand as well. So I just wanted to share my 2 cents on why it's important to have cash, but you do want to make sure you're investing. All in all, run your own race and make sure, hey, just get started. Even if it's $50, $100, it's important to build the habit of investing monthly, right? You want to invest monthly, treat it like a bill. But all in all, most of the time I'm here talking housing, real estate, but I'm always willing to share what I know with anyone who's willing to listen. So peace and blessings. Have a great day.